Hi there, Miss Kay here, and we're going to do some trumpet playing again. So I would like us to start with team brass, page 28, and let's do a few of these exercises and get our lips working, or our chops as we say, and make sure we can play all the way up to C really, really well, including the chromatic scale on this page, which uses all of those sharps and flat notes. We're pretty familiar with a lot of those, I know. And then we'll have a look at my favourite things, because that's what I'd really like to hear when I see you again. So let's just play some notes. So let's play a G. Let's play an E. F. D. Low A. Upper A. Upper C. Lower C. And let's do a scale of C major, starting on C, and it's on page 28 if you need to look at that page. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Can we do that softer? Let's change the dynamics and do it softer. Ready? 1, 2, big breath. Now let's do it louder. So we're doing the opposite dynamic, nice and loud. 1, 2, 3, 4. Of course, that needs more breath and more effort if you're going to do it louder like that. What about doing it slowly now? So back to normal medium dynamic, medium loud, but we'll do it slowly. So a slower tempo. 1, 2, 3, 4. Great. What about a fast tempo? How fast can you do it? I'll do it my speed, you do it your. Afterwards, maybe if you can't do it as fast as me, you can stop the video and do it at your tempo. Here I go. 1. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe with practice you can do it at a really fast tempo. Fantastic. Now, let's look at the chromatic scale. Let's do the fingers first. So say the notes out loud with me and put the fingers down. So C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp, B, C. Sharps on the way up, flats on the way down. Here we go, starting from C, B, B flat, A flat, G, G flat, F, E flat, D flat, C. Now that may have been a bit quick for you, but you can do it at your own speed, can't you? And so turn off the video, practice it at your own speed, and then next time you put the video on, maybe you'll be able to do it at the same speed as me. So let's try now to play the chromatic scale slowly. So we're going to go C, C sharp, D, D sharp. Remember the notes go up step by step by step. 1, 2, 3, 4. And down. useful to learn all of those notes. Next time we do a video, I will test you on not just our easy notes at the beginning, but I'll test you on how to play C sharp, D sharp, B flat, A flat, D flat. So really learn those notes, because they go into tunes, don't they? So if we turn over to page 31, there we have my favourite things. And this has F sharps all the way through. How can I tell that? I can tell because I've looked at the key signature, and that tells me that there are F sharps all the way through. There it is, F sharp. It also tells me it's three beats in a bar. This 4 here means 4 bars rest for the introduction. That only applies if you play the CD. So you can ignore that, you can just start from the beginning. There's a slur there, which is why we practice our slurs. We didn't do that today, but we have before. If you can slur, that's good. If you can't, don't worry. When you get to this note here, remember it is an F sharp, and that will make a big difference to the sound. Now, remember we talked about this last time. You start from the beginning, and you play the top line, and you play the second line up to the repeat sign here. Then you go back to the beginning. Now you're playing it for the second time. First line, second line, third line, up to the repeat sign. Then you go back to the beginning. You're now playing it for the third time. So you go through the first line, the second line, the third line. Now that you're playing it for the third time, you don't play this bracket here at the end of the second line. You don't play this bracket that says 1 and 2, because that's the first time and the second time. You skip after the end of this scale. Da 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 da. You skip to number 3. Da 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 da. And what do we have here? We have part of the chromatic scale, which is why we practice the chromatic scale first. So if you go back to the chromatic scale and find the note A on the way up, which is in bar 3, second note, it goes A sharp, B, C. We need to practice that before we play my favourite things. So do that a few times on your own. Now, when we go back to the tune, I'm just going to play that third time bar. So I'm going to go from the second line, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, bar 6, where the scale goes up from there. Da 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 da. Then you skip da 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 da. Here we go. So this is the third time through. Just that little bit to show you what you do when you get there. And that takes you through to the second part of the song. Okay, so I'm going to play from the beginning. I'm just going to play the whole song actually, with the dynamics and everything. I know I've done this before, but maybe you can play along this time, who knows. So remember, I'm ignoring the very first 4 bars, and I'm going from where the tune starts. Here we go. I'm going to count 2 bars of 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Rest, 2, 3, back, 2, 3. Rest, 2, 3, back, third time through. really long note at the end, make sure you hold it on all the way to the end and try to do the dynamics as well. So when you get to the last couple of lines, halfway through that last line, there's a section that starts MF, just there, MF, medium soft, and you do that all softly until you get, and then it says crescendo. So sorry, you just start mezzo piano, medium soft, gradually getting louder. That's what crescendo means, gradually, gradually, gradually getting louder. And then when you get to the last note, that F stands for forte, and you play the last note nice and loud. So you need a good breath before you get to there. Okay, next week we'll do something else. So please do get really, really good at my favourite things. I'd love to hear it. Well done, bye-bye.